we're going to hop into the Ford Explorer. We're
Yes.
diving into another film in the Harrison Ford filmography. I didn't know this before I started the film. Apparently, I chose a sequel of some kind that he starred in, but it's like a sequel adjacent because two characters are from the original movie, but they are reprised by different actors, or they got recasted. The original film came out in 1961 called I think Todd has seen this movie, The Guns of Navarone, which I believe was the best picture, and it won special effects in 1960 for the 1961 film. The characters that do show back up in this new movie called Force 10 of Navarone is Gregory Peck was the original Mallory, and David Niven was Captain Miller here. So essentially, these two guys are back here again, now reprised as Robert Shaw as Mallory, and we got Edward Fox as Miller. And they are joining this group of soldiers in World War II, led by Barnsby, who is played by the great Harrison Ford. And it takes place, like I said, World War II, 1943. The only thing that this really, I don't know why this has Navarone in the title here, because essentially there's no island here. They're flying into Yugoslavia in search of a ghost from their past who was like a traitor on a previous mission of some kind, and to blow up this bridge as well. There's two different missions going on here. And while this movie, I was kind of interested to watch it because it is streaming, I believe, on Paramount. So it's pretty accessible, and it's directed by Guy Hamilton, a movie. I don't think I've seen any of his works, but he has, or actually, no, he's done a lot of James Bond stuff.
I was gonna say he was a Bond guy, yeah.
Yeah, he's done a lot of James Bond stuff. So it's something I've seen his work. The action movies should be a thing like he's really well done at. And I think the back half of the film is way better than the first half. It takes a while for this movie to get going, and Harrison Ford coming off of an amazing performance in Star Wars: The Holiday Special from earlier in the year, because it came out the same year, but just did his Han Solo stuff. He feels like low budget Han Solo in this. It's a pretty decent performance from him. I definitely see where he's like thrown into this action star. You can kind of believe him in this military. I know he's done a couple other military performances later on in his career. The movie falls into a lot of different tropes that are, very cliched for like the war films. There's a lot of fun shootouts here that do happen. The best part of it is the blowing up of this dam and this bridge scene at the very end, but it ends shortly after that. It's fun to see this film from so long ago, and it makes me want to go back and watch the much better version of The Guns of Navarone. And I actually pulled a Zach here, and I read Roger Ebert's review. He gave it 2.5 stars. I'm a little lower on it because I'm at 2 stars. But Ebert basically said that it's a shame that Robert Shaw spent the last remaining days of his life filming this movie because of all the cliches and something around that. But Robert Shaw is pretty good in it as well. So one cool thing about it, we also get to see a young Carl Weathers, and we also see a young Richard Kiel, who is also known as Jaws from those James Bond movies as well, and Happy Gilmore's boss in Happy Gilmore. So could have seen him in there as well as this Yugoslavian soldier. So it's a fun movie. Force 10 from Navarone, but it's something if I wasn't watching the Ford Explorer, I probably wouldn't have seen this one. But it was cool to kind of scroll down this into this film. So that's what I got. Force 10 from Navarone. 2 stars.
2 stars on that one. Yeah, it looks like he did.
Apparently, it's pretty good.
It looks like Guy Hamilton did 4 Bond movies. He did Goldfinger, Diamonds Are Forever, Live and Let Die, and The Man with the Golden Gun. And this was his first directorial effort after he was done with Bond. So interesting to pull out that kind of that classic, but also some sort of a remake, spiritual sequel type of deal. Cool. All right.
I do rank this at number 23 on the Ford Explorer, right between 42 and Ender's Game. Well, there we go.
I forgot he was in Ender's Game. Wow. He has some interesting ones in there for sure. All right.